Hello Funkers, Tony Funk here, back at it again. I apologize for this 2-month hiatus. As y'all know, life happens, but I'm actually very happy to be here. So in this Tony Short, I kind of want to come clean about my analysis of the Granolah Saga. As y'all know, 6 months ago, I made a video called The Granolah Arc Kinda Sucks. And the reason why I made that video was because I knew that the saga was going to end, approximately maybe a standard deviation of 1 or 2 months, 6 months from the point that I made the video. Because of that, I was really scared as to how Toyotaro and Toriyama were going to conclude this saga. So this saga just had a storyline that continued to fan out and become crazier and wackier by the second. And so that was my main issue. My main issue was that Toyotaro and Toriyama introduced so many characters. Not only did they introduce the titular character of this arc, Granolah, they introduced Oatmeal, who was kind of his robot, kind of sidekick, AI sort of guy. We still don't really know much about Oatmeal, which is still kind of a problem for me, considering, this saga was about Granolah and his allies. We should know a little bit more about Oatmeal. But anyway, so we got Oatmeal, we got Monaito as well, who was kind of a bit of a father figure for Granolah. Not only did we introduce the titular character along with his 2 friends, but we also introduced the villains, the Heaters, as well, which, are multiple characters too. So now we have 8 characters introduced into this saga. Not only that, but we're also pulling characters from the last saga, the Moro arc, and putting it into here. So now we have 7-3, and on top of that, we have Frieza as one of the big players. So clearly, this saga was introducing so many fucking things, everything needed a payout. And that's kind of how I view a good saga, is if you're going to introduce a storyline, that storyline needs to end somewhere. And there needs to be some sort of rhyme or reason for that storyline to be included in the series in the first place. If it's something that isn't consequential, like Fusion, which was introduced in the Buu saga and didn't actually contribute to beating Buu or contribute to the saga or anything, it was just kind of a fun thing aside, I would consider that bad writing, right? Because you're just adding it for shits and giggles. So that was my original assessment, that was my original fear. Here's why I was wrong about that. The Granolah Saga was kind of a red herring. You see, the Granolah Saga set itself up to be a serious saga, just like any other saga, like the Moro Saga, Goku Black Saga, all these other sagas where there's a serious threat and the characters are seriously challenged. So you put all of these characters into these stresses. And so, it's exciting to see how they kind of overcome all of these tribulations. However, the Granolah Saga wasn't that. The Granolah Saga masqueraded to be that, but it was all intentional. You see, we think this story is kind of going to end inconclusively, with all these plot lines and plot threads unfinished, but then we get the real purpose of the saga, which is to set up another saga. Frieza showing up, killing all of the bad guys, and taking away the W from Granolah and making Granolah seem like some sort of scrub. I actually really like that. At the very least, all of those plot threads aren't going to be dropped. They're going to continue. They're going to go into the next saga. And 7-3 is going to come into the next saga. He won't be dropped just like whatever. I actually want to liken the Granolah Saga to the Android Saga, where we think the androids are going to be the villains, but they're really just a part of a bigger picture. They're part of the Cell Saga. That's why I really liked how the Granolah Saga ended, because it makes it seem like this was all just a big ploy to get Frieza into doing something while everyone else was focused on someone else. And the Granolah Saga was a distraction for an even more dangerous villain. Now, I don't know if Frieza's going to be the next villain. I really don't know that. That's what's so exciting for me. It's all of these unknown questions. I don't know what's going to happen next. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about Dragon Ball when it's at its best. Frieza is now the biggest threat in the world, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that the story seems to actually use a little bit of logic nowadays as opposed to just ass pulls. Sure, Black Frieza is an ass pull, but did anyone expect it? No, nobody expected this. So we don't know where the series is going to go. And as a whole, that's a really good thing. That's a really good sign. And it also throws all of our theories out the window, which is great. It's just really refreshing to kind of reset the fan base and make everyone excited about what's going to happen again. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, I shall see y'all's down the road.